I think it was a bit of sort of bad scouting on his part, probably lack of practice as much as anything else. And I'll slow the game down to one-time speed at this point. And it looks like Fov, I think Fov going for early crypt means he wants lots of ghouls, which means that he's going to be going for a straight ghoul rush. But I'm not exactly sure about that. I mean, while Moon's going for Demon Hunter again, no Warden. I'm a bit surprised by that, because Warden's just so good against undead nowadays, and especially Moon with his Warden is just... Moon basically made the Warden what it is nowadays, I think, and so it's a bit surprising that he isn't, we haven't seen him use it yet, but maybe if there's a game 3 we'll get to see him use it. And Moon does have a Wisp right outside Fov's base, and so he will be able to see if Fov goes for a Ghoul Rush, which I think he will. I'm not entirely sure, I don't go for many Ghoul Rushes, but I think this is sort of at least one build, and he does sell his TP and buys Dust and Rod, so I imagine he's going to be going for that Ghoul Rush. And meanwhile, Moon's trying to get level 2 immediately. I'm not sure, I can't unfortunately check if he's picked his skills, but obviously if you're being Ghoul Rushed, especially if Fov gets Unholy Aura, but even if he doesn't, actually he has got Unholy Aura, so he's going for a Ghoul Rush by the looks of it. Obviously Immolation on the Demon Hunter is very powerful. And Fov's now turning, oh no, I think he stopped for a bit, but I'm not sure why. He's now continuing on, and Moon starting his tech nonetheless. He knows Fov's coming, a Wisp getting ensnared there by a creep, but Fov obviously trying to get some sort of Wisp harass on now, just because you can run all your units around all you like, but trying to move your Wisps around means that you don't get any lumber from them, so you obviously want to avoid that whenever possible. And Fov not actually managed to kill anything yet, but if you split your ghouls up and get them to attack 3 or 4 different Wisps, then you can really just sort of ruin their life a bit. And Demon Hunter getting surrounded, but Moon does pick Immolation, gets a Detonate off, which gets rid of some skeletons, but I think he is still surrounded. Yes, he is. Very nice there by Fov, but I think he will get this ghoul kill and will be able to get to his Moonwalls unless this other ghoul comes in. He does have a TP, but obviously you don't want to burn that if you don't have to. And the killed ghoul just being used to bring up some skeletons, which are immediately detonated away with another Wisp. And I'm surprised Moon hasn't actually cancel his tech, but actually no, sorry, I guess he doesn't need to, because it wasn't a two crypt build, and you can see Fov has tech, so this is just a distraction technique. But you can see Fov still at 0 experience. Moon lost a couple Wisps, but those were all to detonates, and Moon does lose a Wisp there actually. Obviously this is a decent strategy just because you can really keep your opponent busy for a while you tech, and they don't know whether or not to continue teching and stuff, or if they should just try and hold it off and hope that you can't support your attack for much longer. And meanwhile, Moon immediately using his Immolation again. I'm not sure. I don't think we've seen Mana Burn from him yet, so he could have even left that skill unchosen. But takes off Immolation now. He's killed one ghoul, take out another, and but meanwhile, Fov's chasing down a couple archers, which he won't kill. And Moon does get a second ghoul kill there. Fov running in still only the 25 experience from the Wisp kill, and Moon buying a staff of teleportation so he can get back to his archers, and immediately puts Immolation back on again. And Fov obviously with this Unholy Aura, that's going to help him get away, but Moon also bought a Boots, and I think he bought a Circlet as well, so he's really going to be doing a lot of damage here, and Fov just has to run all his ghouls back, and putting up a graveyard now, and a second crypt, so we're going to be seeing some Gargs by the looks of it, which you don't see that often anymore, but certainly are very viable, especially on this map. And a Scout Wisp by Moon just running away again, obviously just a bit worried that he could be killed, and Moon now creeping out this camp on his own, just wants level 3, so he'll just creep this creep here, and Fov has one ghoul running about as well. He picked up a backpack as well, so he can deliver more rods and stuff to his hero if he needed to. And Moon now level 3 notices this ghoul. I don't think he'll get the kill though. I'm not sure if it's even worth chasing down. Although Fov does have a slow tower, so he should be able to save it. Moon now, if he didn't before, he scouted the crypt, and Moon with his panda as well. So that's gonna be very effective against either ghouls or Gargs, and as we saw last game. And still not much on the Death Knight. Still no coil, which should be very important, and 2 lores going out. Oh, 1 lore and a wonders No second lore yet, as with last game. Moon, as you notice, has gone for Drunken Haze first. That's really good for creeping, but you really need your Breath of Fire by the time that they start attacking you. And Moon's now started his tier 3 tech as well, TPing or staffing to the Ancient of Lore, which might actually get cancelled now. That'd be very nice by him. But the Drunken Haze actually proving its worth, because it means that these ghouls are missing a bit on this Ancient of Lore. Ancient of Lore is going to take a lot of damage or going to be really injured if it does go up, and Moon does have to cancel it in the end. And so that means that no tier 2 buildings up for Moon at this point, and he will want to go and shop and maybe then go and push for a bit. He should be putting that lore back up though. Yep, there it goes there. Still no gold or lumber for the second one though. At this point, lots of hidden wisps around here, and maybe this one's going to go and build an Ancient of Lore. Or no, maybe this one's going to be used to expand, although he doesn't really have the resources to expand, but he might just put a wisp next to it just to scout. And obviously level 3 Demon Hunter you don't want to be creeping with, you want to do all your creeping on the panda, so the Demon Hunter just has to run about a bit. 2 Gargs out now for Falv, and so he might go and either go for Wisp Harass, or he might try and creep one of the fountains. Moon does have a Wisp at this fountain. He doesn't have anything at the other fountain though, but it looks like he's just going for the straight Harass. And Death Knight still level 1, still 25 experience, and looks like this Ancient of Lore might get cancelled. The panda's not really close, and there's lots of ghouls coming in, so I think it will get cancelled, and this is going to be very good for Falv actually. It's quite exciting. Moon going for Mana Burn, despite the fact that Death Knight still level 1 has no coil yet, and not even close to getting it really at this point. And Wisps being harassed, really old school here. Moon might want to put up an Ancient Protector, or just hide his Wisps around the map. Either one's good. We saw actually before that when Moon Mana burnt the Death Knight, it did it drained 50 mana, so he's either gone for Immolation second, which seems unlikely, because by the time we got level 3 he didn't really need it anymore, or he's gone for Evasion, which I think is more likely, and he's putting his lore back up now, and he's almost at tier 3 though, and it's pretty much useless at that point. He should pick up an orb, but that's about it. And what item did the panda pick up? Nothing. Boots of Speed's nice. Slipper of Agility, less nice. So we good for the Demon Hunter, I guess. And Death Knight, I'm not sure what he's doing here. He's pulling the creeps around just so he can get so he can creep out the main dragon with his Gargs, and he does pick up a Devotion Aura again, but obviously that's not brilliant. He now has 5 Gargs out, and he is able just to creep around and just get all the other units to chase him about, but it seems like it's a bit of a sort of a waste of his Death Knight's time really. And Demon Hunter is now out with an orb, and so he's just gonna be able to spam one hit on each unit just to do a huge amount of damage over time. And Panda level 2, almost or sort of 2.5 now. And so soon he'll be very effective against those Gargs, and 2 Dryads out now, as well as 3 Archers. So we're going to be seeing lots of damage on these Gargs before Falv gets sort of a critical mass of them. And level 2 Death Knight, so obviously fair game for mana burning as much as he can now for Moon. And Ancient of War creeping as well. Ooh, I think Moon accidentally let the Ancient of War kill that one. Bit careless there, but I guess he's sort of doing 2 or 3 things at the same time. And Garg's now running about killing Wisps. Detonate there by Moon, very nice. Meanwhile, Falv seems to have scattered sort of the mother load of Wisps, but by keeping the Wisps constantly moving close to Moon's army, it means that he can always just fight off the Gargs whenever they get close, and that's something that's pretty viable to do. And Moon should get one hit off on this Garg. Oh, actually no, he tries to kill it, but I'm not sure he'll be able to. He gets a good number of hits off though, and tier 3 almost done for Falv now. He might get a Lich second, I don't know. Because he hasn't picked up a he is actually going to kill one of these Gargs. A bit careless by Falv there. He hasn't picked up a Naga, so I imagine he'll just go for Lich second at this point. And Moon sort of managing to get surrounded. He does have Immolation actually, but he might just try and fight his way out, or he can always staff himself out. But he is surrounded. He's not being. I don't think he was paying attention. Probably was paying attention to this creeping here. Moon taking a lot of damage on this archer. It's not a big deal if it goes down. It does go down. Obviously, he needs to free up the food. He's at 46 food now anyway, so it's probably good that it went down because he can use that food now to buy a bear. And he's picked up a flute, which is going to be quite useful for him because he has just such a large ranged army at this point. And Moon's, you can see he's now put his wisps on this in this corner here. Obviously, just sort of trying to hide them as much as possible. He thinks that's somewhere that the Gargs aren't going to go, and that's fairly sensible considering that this fountain has now been creeped out, or at least the big creep has been creeped out now. And meanwhile, Fov's now hit tier 3. He's putting down a boneyard and building more acolytes, probably for a sacrificial pit, and getting frenzy and stone form. Stone form obviously very good against the panda, because